guys? So I am now dealing with scraps that I have from bigger logs, like these kinds of things right here. You know, we got some maple, more maple. Actually, all this right here is all maple, all these chunks. But what I'm doing is I'm cutting them into turning blanks. Now, turning blanks are used by woodworkers to turn on a lathe. There's a set of tools. I'm not too familiar with turning, but I know it's like there's chisels. You mount one of these turning blanks right here. One of these guys, you mount it on a lathe and it holds it here on the end grain there, and it holds it here. And the whole thing spins like this. It spins like in that direction. So it spins like this. And then as it spins, you take a chisel and you basically just whittle away. So you're creating circular objects or cylindrical objects, or you can even do like utensils like spoons and whatnot on a lathe. These are all going to be turning blanks. Now, it's awesome that I know people. I know a lot of people, and my business, we can sell these things. But it's a great use for parts of a log that you can't use. When you like slab up a big log like one of these guys over here, something large, like, you know, a 20, 30, 40, 50 inch diameter log, and you get these big slabs. We cut the skins off, the top and bottom slab. We get, sometimes, depending on the shape of the log, we get something that's like really sizably chunked. And I've had a little bit of that when I've been milling logs on this property as well, but on the big logs you get these big chunks. So instead of just using them all as firewood, we can turn them into something that can be used again. Now all the little stuff, you see I'm just cutting this with a chainsaw here. All this little stuff over here, you know, that's firewood. Nothing you can do. That's like just bark and like skinny stuff, and really not a whole lot you can do with that. But yeah, I'm just rough cutting with a chainsaw, and then since they're green, really don't want to have happen is have them dry out too much, because then they're going to start moving and checking and stuff like that. We want to save that for the turning process. So a lot of wood turners, they turn green wood, and that's what this is. So all these guys here, I have painted them on all 6 sides. You can see right there, this is a waxy paint called Anchor Seal. And what that does is it slows down how much these pieces of wood can dry out. Now, this stuff is Anchor Seal too. It's got some antifreeze in it because we got it outside. Some glycol it's got in it because we don't want that stuff to freeze in the wintertime. But yeah, there's a few different varieties. The company's Anchor, or UC Coatings is the name of the company. They're in Buffalo. They're the only ones that make this as far as I know. And yeah, I just coated on all the sides just to slow that thing down from drying and let the turner deal with the drying. They have a whole process that they do, taking a little bit of material away at a time and then letting it dry out, or using a microwave or an oven, all kinds of things. You know, it's kind of annoying to cut these things, but I'll show you how I'm going about it. This guy right here, this log had some serious damage to it, so I had to cut all that away. But what we can see here is we got a nice solid block now. End grain on this side, end grain on that side, long grain, some nice straight grain in there, nice straight grain in there, nice straight grain in here too. Wow, this is very much a rift sawn piece. Oh wow, look at that, you can see all the rings are going 45 degrees. This is a rift sawn turning block, which is totally awesome, just by coincidence. And I want to just talk a little bit about coincidence here, is that I got these random pieces that I just need to cut to like whatever, like I'm just maximizing the yield that I can get out of the log that I have. I'm not actually cutting these to any specific dimension, like the piles over here, they're just maximum yield situation. And that's because this is all scrap. You know, if I was producing turning blanks, I'd be going for specific dimensions. I'd probably be milling logs on the sawmill over there. or on the bandsaw mill to get dimensionalized lumber specifically for turning. Yeah, I guess that's about it. And for all you turners out there, let me know if you need any turning blanks.